Get ready, Google fans, we're diving headfirst into a massive tech explosion. First up, Indy Council is weighing in on Google's colossal billion-dollar data center plan. Then, we've got the latest on Google's VO3 AI, now generating vertical videos for your feed. We'll also break down how Franklin Township Council is getting the final say on that huge Google data center. And stick around, because we're uncovering the surprising reasons why residents are opposing the Southside Google data center. You don't want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Indy Council considers Google's $1 billion data center a community divided. Indiana's capital city is buzzing as the Indy Council moves to review Google's ambitious billion-dollar data center proposal. This massive project has ignited a firestorm of debate, with local officials now scheduling a public hearing to gather all perspectives before making a monumental decision. The vote to hold this hearing signals a critical juncture, where community voices and corporate ambitions will collide. At the heart of the matter is Google's plan to erect a sprawling data center, a facility crucial for supporting the ever-growing demands of artificial intelligence. The sheer scale of the investment, pegged at a staggering $1 billion, underscores the potential economic impact, both positive and negative, for the region. Council members are now tasked with navigating the complex landscape of technological advancement versus community well-being, examining every facet from job creation to environmental concerns. Residents are making their voices heard loud and clear, with many expressing strong opposition due to concerns about energy costs, potential environmental impacts, and the substantial tax incentives being offered to Google. A significant online petition against the project has garnered thousands of signatures, reflecting a deep-seated unease among the populace. The upcoming public hearing is expected to be a pivotal moment, where residents, Google representatives, and council members will engage in a crucial dialogue. Will this billion-dollar bet pave the way for progress or spark a local backlash? Next, we're heading to Franklin Township, where the council's decision could seal the fate of a massive Google project. Franklin Township Council approves public hearing for Google data center. Residents rally in opposition. Franklin Township's council has officially greenlit a public hearing, setting the stage for a September 22 showdown over Google's proposed data center. This decision came after Councilor Michael Paul Hart's successful motion, which ensures that both Google and the community will have a platform to voice their arguments before any final verdict is reached. The council chambers were packed, a testament to the deep community engagement and concern surrounding this development. Residents, armed with signs and vocal opposition, made it clear that this project is far from a done deal. Nikki Vantrease captured the sentiment, stating, "We're very excited we won this round, but the war is not over yet." The intensity of the opposition highlights the residents' determination to protect their long-standing community values and way of life. With families like the Vantreases, who have roots spanning over a century, expressing deep anxieties about potential impacts on their heritage and property values. Councilor Hart echoed these sentiments, emphasizing that the data center's location in the heart of the community, without significant job creation, makes it a poor fit. Concerns were also raised by Councilor Jard Evans regarding the potential strain on local energy and water resources, with fears that residents might end up subsidizing the data center's operational costs. While the approval of the public hearing is a victory for those seeking more dialogue, the ultimate decision on whether the project moves forward or is halted remains uncertain, resting squarely on the council's shoulders after hearing all sides. Can the council balance Google's ambitions with the community's concerns? Now, let's shift gears to the digital realm as we explore Google's latest AI innovation that's changing how we create content. Google's VO3 AI now generates vertical videos, making content creation more accessible. Google is leveling up its AI video generation game with a significant update to its VO3 model, now empowering developers to create vertical videos. This enhancement is a game changer for content creators, aligning perfectly with the booming demand for mobile-first, social, media-friendly content. VO3 and its faster counterpart, VO3 Fast, now support a 9:16 aspect ratio, ideal for platforms like YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram Reels. Developers can integrate this capability into their applications via API requests, opening up a new wave of AI-generated vertical content. Furthermore, Google has boosted the output resolution to 1080p, a substantial upgrade from the previous 720p limit, though this currently applies primarily to 16:9 aspect ratio videos. The company has also made these tools more affordable, slashing prices for VO3 generation to 40 cents per second, down from 75 cents, and VO3 Fast to 15 cents per second, down from 40 cents. This move is poised to democratize vertical video creation, allowing a wider range of developers and businesses to produce engaging content for mobile audiences. While the efficiency and cost reductions are lauded, some express concern about the proliferation of AI-generated content, dubbing it AI slop. Nevertheless, the integration into the Gemini API signals Google's commitment to scaling these advanced AI capabilities for widespread use. Will this AI leap forward revolutionize short-form video, or just flood the feeds? Finally, we're heading back to Indiana to uncover the specific grievances residents have against another major Google project. Community opposition mounts against Southside Google Data Center. Residents voice concerns over costs and environment. Hundreds of residents converged downtown to voice their strong opposition to a proposed Google data center on the southeast side of Marion County, urging the City-County Council to hold an additional public hearing. The core of their argument centers on the potential financial and environmental burdens this massive development could impose on the community. Protesters, including residents from surrounding areas like Lawrence, argue that the data center will inevitably lead to price hikes from energy providers like AES Indiana, despite assurances to the contrary. Concerns about potential water contamination and the substantial tax incentives offered to Google further fuel the opposition. An online petition against the project has already garnered over 7,000 signatures, underscoring the widespread public apprehension. The development hinges on the rezoning of 468 acres of farmland, a decision that will be made after public presentations from both Google's representative, Joseph Calderon of Deep Meadow Ventures, and the community group Protect Franklin Township, led by Brittany York. While some councilors, like Democrat Ron Gibson, believe the project is a foregone conclusion and will bring economic benefits, including an estimated 50 jobs with high salaries, a significant bipartisan bloc of 17 out of 25 councilors has expressed opposition. Brittany York remains skeptical, pointing to Google's use of a shell company, Deep Meadow Ventures, to initially shield the project from public scrutiny, and criticizing the lack of additional environmental protections. The tension is palpable as both sides prepare for negotiations and the crucial public hearing on September 22nd, where the fate of this $1 billion project will be decided. Will community resistance sway the council, or will Google's massive investment prevail? Stay tuned as we wrap up today's biggest stories with a rapid-fire recap. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We saw Indy Council tackle Google's massive data center plan, Franklin Township set a date for their Google data center hearing, Google's VO3 AI getting a vertical video upgrade, and residents rallying against the Southside Google data center. Don't miss out on future updates. Hit like, subscribe to Google Trends Hub, ring that notification bell, drop a comment below with your thoughts, and follow us on all social media platforms for more breaking news.